Hey guys, hello and welcome back. So I've decided to review a few movies during the lockdown. I used to review and critique a lot of movies before, but then I stopped because that is not my bread and butter. But now that I have enough time to do the things I love, I think I'm going to use it to do what I enjoy doing and do the things I love. And one of them is obviously reviewing and critiquing movies, and especially movies that I absolutely love. Because I don't see the point of reviewing movies that I don't really like. It's a waste of time, it's wasted effort. I'd rather help people out discover movies that are actually worth watching and really worth the time you spend in front of the idiot box. So, the movie I'm going to discuss today is a Spanish movie called The Platform. If you haven't seen it yet, do go to Netflix. It's there on Netflix. Do watch it. A note, this is not for the soft hearted. It is a bit gory and it can get tedious in parts. So, this movie is a masterpiece. Alright? Of course, it does have its few flaws, but I'll come to the flaws later on. Right now, I'm going to discuss on what's beautiful about it. So, The Platform is actually a critique on society. Right? It's a introspective critique on society. It's not like you're sitting out on a bench and pointing out at society and saying these are your flaws. It's very introspective. It looks at the helplessness of the individual to deal with the society the way it is today. I do not want to give away many spoilers, but the direction is brilliant, and the whole plot revolves around this tower, which has two prisoners or two inmates on each floor, and a slab of food, okay, descends from the topmost level to the bottommost level of the platform, and people cannot keep or hoard food on their level. They just have to eat what they can and let the platform go down below. Obviously, when it starts on level 0, that is like the cream or the elite of the society who create a optimal palette that will serve everybody in the tower. They have a menu set, brilliant food, delicious stuff, exactly made to measure for all the members that live in the tower. But as the platform descends lower and lower, you see human greed taking over, and how in the real world the problem solving of the elite does not answer the actual problems at the lowest levels of society, and how human greed and behavior interferes with it over and over again, turning life on that tower of society into a hellhole. And the director has done a beautiful job. The color tones, the cinematography, the use of dialogue and music is all spectacular. The music is haunting. It sticks in your head. You might not even notice it, but it's there and it sticks in your head over time, drilling a hole into your head. And that is, by the way, the mark of beautiful music. Alright, when music is used in a film, it should not stand out and hit you in the face. Alright, you can do that, it's fun, but the best music is that you never even notice is actually there, but it continues to haunt you and etch onto you. And this movie quite has it. It's there, it's constantly setting the tone for every scene. Alright, and obviously the movie is not for people who are not okay with gore, because as reality does, it does get quite gory and unbearable for the soft-hearted. The end could have been much better. It's been left out by the director to the audience to interpret, which I think is a cop-out in many ways, because the director himself didn't know how do I end this. But it also is actually how society is today. There is no finite answer. There is no definite answer. So how do you end a movie that's supposed to be a critique on society? And the way each character represents a person and a mindset is beautifully put into the movie. And their interactions, their behavior with each other, the way you see their characters changing is very reminiscent of people and mindsets that you have seen around in the world changing and developing, and what people go through. I find a lot of it funny, not because I am a dark person, but because it's very real. And when you see reality so bluntly and openly, it's, I don't know, it sort of tickles a funny bone in me, which is a dark humor kind of way. And I don't know what to think of it, but I actually quite liked the movie. I found it spectacular. The movie has a rating of only 7 on IMDb, which I do not agree with. The movie is clearly at least an 8.5. I think the rating is stuck at 7 because it's actually a Spanish movie and not enough people have watched it yet. And I think the more people watch it, the more the ratings of this movie will rise. Because especially as of today, the society and the way the society is today, this movie is very relevant, and it's beautiful. It's a masterpiece. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure you go to Netflix and watch the platform. In Spanish, it's called El Hoyo. In English, the platform. If you do not understand Spanish, watch it in English. I prefer watching it in Spanish with English subtitles because a lot of time, a lot of things are lost in translation, which are not even verbal, like just auditory cues, the tone of speech, the emotion involved in the pronunciation of the words. I prefer to watch it in the language it was meant to be and read subtitles at the same time. I don't mind that. Watching an all-out translation somehow kills it for me. But obviously, if you're not much into subtitle reading, which most people are not, I suggest you watch it in English. It is available. And do let me know how you like it, and if there are any other movies in the same genre that absolutely blew your mind away or you absolutely loved, do share them with me. I would love to watch them. Even if I have already watched them, I would love to review them for you and break it down to appreciate the beautiful bits of those movies. Alright, this is Pushkaraj Shirke, and I hope you guys stay in touch and let me know your movie updates. The platform. Go watch it. Cheers.